have your heart set on something.
I got on a plane and I was there, and I wasn't expecting it to be like it was at all. It was a big, full-blown, very kind of old Hollywood screen test. It was very Joel.
You take one. Mark. Ready, settle. And action.
Think of me fondly when we've said goodbye. Remember me once in a while, please promise me you'll try.
I went to the Garnier in Paris, and the director of the Garnier gave me a tour, so I got to kind of familiarize myself with what it would have been like. I got to see all the caverns, and there is actually a lake under the Garnier, which, I mean, you could sail on that lake. And there are caverns and crevices. I mean, someone could be hiding down there, and you'd never know it. And I was in the ballet room where Degas painted all his ballerinas, and it was interesting because I talked to the ballet mistress there, and I said to her kind of as a joke, you know, there must be a lot of ghosts here. And she said, oh no, souls. And I thought, oh my gosh. So that spiritualism is really there. And I stood on the roof where Christine stands with Raoul.
All I ask of you.
The first few weeks of rehearsal were really, we didn't really know what to expect, because you didn't really rehearse it like you rehearse a show, because a lot of the sets weren't built yet. We didn't really know where we were going to be, and so it was really just about kind of getting to know how we all were going to work in this whole process of doing a musical, because nobody had really done a musical on film. So we were like, well, okay, and all I could offer was, well, this is how we do it on Broadway.
Patrick is a Broadway actor. He did The Full Monty, did Oklahoma, and now has started to go into movies. And Joel spoke to me and said, I think it's Patrick. I said, God, that's a fantastic idea, because to be perfectly honest, over here, we don't breed those kind of guys so much.
Patrick Wilson, I had seen on the stage, and I knew he sang beautifully. He was the first person I cast. He plays Raoul, and he walked in the room, and we just gave him the part right away. And I said, just go and sing for Andrew. In the show, Raoul has a very minor role in the triangle, and in our version he's really a very aggressive, swashbuckling kind of romantic hero.
I'm writing bareback in the movie, so it's an experience that is unlike any other. So if you learn on a saddle, when you ride without it, it's obviously a much different experience. But that's what's been really exciting, because I didn't want to cheat any of that.
No, Christine, wait!
Certainly then, in those times, you lived life very dramatically, a lot of love and death. You died young, so when you found someone you loved, you went after it, and you got it.
This man, this thing, it's not your father.
The sword fight in the cemetery between the Phantom and Raoul is one of several new scenes created specially for the film that do not appear in the stage version.
I think Christine's relationship with Raoul, that's really her romantic awakening as a teenager. But I think that her pull towards the Phantom, towards Jerry Butler, is a very sexual, very deep, very soulful union.
No, Raoul! No. Not like this.
I identified with his passion and with his pain, and to be honest, I don't think that's just me. I think I'm just lucky enough that I have the opportunity to do it, because I think that's why The Phantom is such a powerful piece, because I think a lot of people identify with the pain that's inside him.
Oh, you ripped the nose.
The disfigurement of the Phantom's face has been central to the role ever since Lon Chaney's first incarnation in 1925. Makeup designer Jenny Shercourt, whose credits include Elizabeth and Girl with a Pearl Earring, has the challenge of designing the prosthetic.
Like do the eye bit, do the eye, because you can't see the nose, because you...
This is the eye. Well, just look into my eyes and you can tell how comfortable it is. I was up at 3:10 this morning. I was picked up at 3:45, started at 4:30, and I think we finished about 10:30.
That's the first time. We've got much quicker at it, because we know what bits are important to work with and what aren't. And we've also got Jerry TV, so you can sit and watch TV while we're poking and prodding at him, which is good, which makes him sit still, and he's been brilliant. So it's about 3 hours, 4 hours.
I can't imagine that there is a more important prosthetic than the Phantom, because this whole story is all about what's hidden under that mask, and we refined something which was both repulsive yet human. But I hated it.
It's an old story of romance and loss, tragedy and loss. I definitely wanted to do a musical, but I would have liked to do a musical where I sang more, because I sing, but I'm not an opera singer, and this is full bel canto opera. So it was really to do with the grandeur of the piece. And Joel, if a ship doesn't have a happy captain, forget it, you know. And my God, on a show this size, if there was somebody who wasn't completely and utterly confident and sure of what they were doing and could instill that confidence into everybody else, I mean, it begins with your director and it filters through.